Good morning, dear children. We are back in our physics class, your interesting subject, right? Myself, Nisha P. Kumar, your Nisha teacher. Let us start today's session, okay? Let us see today's portion. Here, again, our lesson, motion. Last class, we have discussed the physical quantities to describe motion, right? And we have studied two physical quantities, distance and displacement. Let us see once again what is distance and displacement. Here, in this picture, you can see, imagine this is your home. And this is a place which you miss a lot, right? Our SCV. So, every day, last year, every day you start from home and come to our school, SCV. You have so many ways to come. So, you can come in this way, and the distance, that is the total path covered by you, will be 5 kilometers, and you can take so many other ways. So, here a junction, from that junction you will go to SCV. So, from your home to this junction, if the distance is 4 kilometers, and from this junction to your school, it is 6 kilometers, you will travel total 10 kilometers every day. But when we think of a easiest way, that is the shortest path between the starting point, that is our home and our SCV, then sometimes it will be 4 kilometers. So the shortest distance between the initial position, the starting position is called initial position, and the final position, the shortest distance is called displacement. So we have distance as the total path length and displacement as the shortest distance between initial and final position. Clear, children? Yes. Now, how you have measured this distance? Here, kilometer. And it is a total path length, right? So, length of your pencil. Height, our height, we measure in meter. Then length of the pencil in centimeter. So, we can measure this distance, length in meter, centimeter, kilometer, and so many ways. And there is a standard unit, but there are so many. What is that called? Unit. So, that is a standard, there is a standard unit to measure this distance and displacement. So, we can measure distance in meter. And meter is notated as small m. Displacement is also the shortest length between the initial and final position. So, it is also measured in meter. That is, SI unit is meter. SI, System International Unit, or the standard unit of distance and displacement is meter. Both have got the same unit because both are lengths. Now, we are going to discuss about the scalar and vector properties. So, which type of physical quantity is distance and displacement? So, here distance you can choose any path, but displacement is the shortest distance from the initial and final position, and it has direction also. So, displacement has got both magnitude and direction. So, it is a vector quantity. So, distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. It has got both magnitude and direction. Look, here from our home, we have gone to our school. Every day we are going to the school in different ways. If it is so, then the distance covered depends on, if you choose this path, 5 kilometers is the distance. And if you choose this path, 6 plus 4, 10 kilometers is the distance. So, distance depends on the path followed, the path we choose. But what about displacement? it is the shortest distance from initial to final point. Initial point to final point. So, it does not depend on the path. It depends on the initial point, starting point, and only the final point. That is the difference between distance and displacement. Is it clear? Then, here, check, listen here, displacement is the shortest distance, right? So, if we have only one path from our home to school, that is this one and only path is this one, then what will be the distance covered? Here, the distance will be 4 kilometer and the displacement also will be 4 kilometer if we choose a straight line path to reach school from home. So, distance and displacement can be equal, but displacement is the shortest distance. So, it cannot be greater than distance. That is another property, that is displacement can be equal to distance, or it can be less than distance. So, what about distance? Distance can be equal to displacement, but it will be, or it can be greater than displacement. Clear? So, next we are going, if you are starting from your home to school and in the evening you will come back to your home, then what is the distance travelled by you if you choose this path? It is 4 plus 4, that is 8 kilometer is the total path covered by you. And what about the displacement? Displacement will be equal to the distance between initial and final point. You have started from here and reached here itself. So, your initial and final point coincide. So, there is no difference between initial and final point. Then what is displacement? Displacement will become 0. Displacement will become 0. So, displacement can be 0. But distance is always a positive quantity. It cannot be 0. But displacement can be positive in the forward direction. 0. And suppose after reaching home, you are going to your music school. Your music school is 2 kilometer in the backward direction. That is opposite direction. When you move forward towards the right, it is a positive direction. Forward direction, positive direction. And in a straight line, if you are moving backwards, that is a negative direction. So, here, what is the distance travelled by you? So, the total distance is 8 kilometer, then 2 kilometer you have travelled to your music school. So, total distance travelled can be 8 plus 2, 10 kilometer. But displacement is the distance between initial point and final point. Now, the difference is 2 kilometer. So, your displacement will be 2 kilometer in the opposite direction. So, opposite direction, that is a negative direction. So, displacement can be negative also. Distance is always positive, but displacement can be 0, positive or negative. And displacement does not depend on the path followed. So, these are the differences between distance and displacement. Now, let us compare distance and displacement. It is the total path length covered by the object, And displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. It's clear to you, and both have got the SI unit meter. And distance is a scalar quantity, but this displacement is a vector quantity. Distance, it's always positive, but displacement can be positive, negative or zero. Distance depends on the path followed and can be greater than or equal to displacement, but displacement can be less than or equal to distance. So this difference, you have to just go through this and study it. Okay. Now here you can see a scale. So this represents a straight line motion, and here this O, this is the origin. A particle is starting and it is moving in the forward direction, and if it reach A, the position A, the total distance travelled will be 60 kilometer. And when it comes back, after some time it comes back to B. B is this point. Then what is the distance travelled? It is 60, here 60 plus 35. That is 95 kilometer it have travelled. But what about the displacement? So initial position and final position. The difference between initial and final position is only 35. So 35 is the displacement. And if it comes back to the origin, again it moves from B and it comes back to the origin, what happens? The distance again increases. 60 plus 35 plus this distance, that is 60 plus 60. So here 60 plus 60, 120 kilometers is the distance. And what about the displacement? Displacement becomes 0. You know that initial and final point coincides, right? And if you move towards the negative direction, if the scale is 5, then the distance again increases. It becomes 120 plus 5. But what about the displacement? Displacement will be this difference only, 5 kilometer in the opposite direction, negative. So negative sign indicates the direction of a vector quantity. Clear? Now, children, we are going to do some numericals related to this. So in this class, we need to clear with the numericals also. Otherwise, you will not be able to follow. So let us start. If any doubt is there, you wait. At the end of the session, you will be able to ask the doubts. Okay, let us start. Now, Sarah went to the shop, which is 125 meters from her house. She purchased a notebook and came back to her house. Find the total distance travelled and displacement undergone. So Sarah went to the shop. The distance is 125 meters only. And after that she came back. So what is the distance travelled? Distance is equal to from her home to the shop 125 plus shop to home again 125. So she have travelled total 250 meters. The distance travelled by Sarah is 250 meters. And what about the displacement? How will you calculate the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial point and final point. So from Sarah's home she started, then to the shop, then again came back to the home. And initial point and final point coincides. That means no distance, no difference between initial and final point. So what is the displacement there? 0. So if a body starts from a point and comes back to the same point again, then displacement will be 0. Distance, you have to take the total path length. Okay. So complete that. You have to just do it. So all the queries, that is doubts, you can ask at the end. Teacher will give time for that. Okay. So here distance 125 from home to school, then again from shop to home, so total 250. But in the case of displacement, she started from the home and came back to the home. So both these points coincides. That means starting point is equal to the final point, so there is no distance difference. So displacement becomes 0 then. It's a vector quantity. Let us move to the second numerical. Okay. Here, a body moves 10 meters in one direction and returns along the same path by 2 meters. What is the distance and displacement covered? Read the question once again. And we can draw a line here. And the starting point, origin O, we can mark, moves 10 meters in one direction. So this direction, and reached the final point, and the distance or the length is 10 meters, and returns along the same path. He is moving through the same path again and returns along the same path by 2 meters. So this is, so O is the origin, A is the final point, then returns, and now B, this point B, returns to B and travelled 2 kilometers. So what is the distance travelled? Here distance is equal to O to A, OA 10 plus A to B 2, 10 plus 2, that is equal to 12 meter. Then what about the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final positions. So now the initial position is O and the final position is B. So what is the difference? Yes, only 8 meter. That is 8 meter. Here 10, then 2 kilometer backwards along the same path. So 10 minus 2, 8 kilometer. 8 meter, sorry, not kilometer, 8 meter is a displacement, because started from O, reached A, then back to B. So what is this difference? This is only 8 meter. That is a displacement. So note it down. Next is a particle is moving in a circular path. So here we are going to discuss about a circular motion, circular path of radius r. Circular path, it has a radius, and what is the distance and displacement? Two questions are here. After half a circle, then after full circle. So first we can draw the movement of that object in a circular path. So here the object is moving in a circular path having radius r. So this is a center and it has a radius r. So a particle is starting from here. This is a particle. This particle moves like this. And what will be the distance covered? So we can calculate here the distance and displacement. After full circle, let us see. After full circle, first we can see after full circle. So starting from here, it moves and complete one revolution and reach here. Then what will be the distance, the total path traveled? What will be the total path? Total path, it is moving along the circumference of this circle. It is moving along the circumference. So total path is the circumference, that is 2 pi r. So distance traveled is 2 pi r. And what about the displacement? It is starting here and it complete one revolution. The final point is here. Here the starting point, initial point and final point coincides. There is no difference. So then the displacement becomes 0. So full circle. So this is for full circle when it complete one revolution. Clear? Then next we can move to half circle. Half circle, what happens? Half circle, it starts from here and it comes to this point A. So what is the path length from O to A? It is half of the circumference, right? So distance is equal to, circumference is 2 pi r divided by 2 only. That is equal to pi r. Then pi r only. Now what is the displacement? Displacement is equal to, so it started from here and half circle, it is here only. What is the distance between initial point and the final point? A straight line from the initial and final point. Straight line from the initial point to the final point. That is the diameter of the circle. Diameter. The diameter is here radius r. So diameter will be 2r. So displacement is 2r. Clear? So here we are dealing with circular path. So in the case of circular path, distance will be, if it the particle completes full circle, distance will be the circumference 2 pi r. And if it completes one revolution, one complete circle, initial and final point coincides and displacement will become 0. And it complete half circle, what happens? The displacement becomes the diameter and the distance will be the half of circumference. Clear? Note it down. Now we are going to the next one. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 40 seconds? So here a circular path again, and 200 meter is a diameter and one circle he complete in 40 seconds. One circle. Then the total time is 2 minutes 40 seconds. Children, time, the total time is 2 minutes 40 seconds. That is equal to 2 minutes is 2 into 60, 120 seconds plus 40. So total how many seconds? How many seconds? SI unit of time is second. You know that. So SI unit of distance is meter. Distance is given in meter. So you have to convert this minute to second. That is SI unit of time. So total how many seconds? You got 120 plus 40. That is 160 seconds. 160 seconds. And when it complete one round, displacement, what will be the displacement? So 160 is one round he will complete in 40 seconds. So how many rounds he can complete in 160? So number of rounds. How many rounds? Number of rounds is equal to that 160 divided by 40, because one round he need 40 seconds. So 160 by 40 is 4. How many rounds he have completed? 4. So he have started from a point, then 1, 2, 3, then 4. Again the same point he have reached 4 rounds. So what will be the displacement, you know? Here the initial point and final point coincides because he have completed 1 round, came back to the initial point. So the displacement will be 0. So it depends on the time. So you have to check the time and convert it into seconds. And if it is 4.5 rounds, then what will be the displacement? It will be the diameter of that circular path. It will be the diameter of the circular path if the number of rounds completed was 4.5. Clear? Go through this, then it will be clear for you. Okay, so take down this. Now we can move on to another type. Here, one numerical to you. Praveen went towards the east. After traveling 60 meter, he turned towards the north. So here I am going to draw the direction. So here, east, west, north and south. So Praveen went towards the east. So Praveen's starting point, origin is here, and went towards the east after traveling 60 meter. So 60 meter. He turned towards, so this is the point, this point is A, and he have traveled 60 meter. And then traveled 80 meter towards the north. So 80 meter towards the north, that means north is in the upward direction, 80 meter towards the north. This is 80 meter and reached a position B. Then here, what is the distance travelled and displacement? So I am writing distance. Distance is the total path length. So O to A, 60 plus A to B, final point 80, that is equal to 140 meter he have travelled, right? Yes. Then the question is, what is displacement? Yes, you have to answer this. What is the displacement? Initial position O, final position B. So the shortest distance is a straight line joining initial position, final position. So you will get a right angle triangle here. Then what is the distance? This distance, that is OB. What is OB? Is a displacement, right? OB is a displacement. Displacement is OB. How can you calculate OB? How will you calculate OB? If this is a right angle triangle and this is a hypotenuse of that triangle. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. Likewise you have to take. So OB square is equal to OE square plus AB square. So OB square is equal to OE square, 60 square plus 80 square. Then what will be OB then? Yes, OB is our displacement. And OB will be root of 60 square, you know, 3600 plus 80 square 6400, and you will get 1000, so 10,000, and root of 10,000 is 100 meter. So this is our displacement. That is a distance, shortest distance between initial and final positions. So we have gone through the varieties: circular path, then direction problems, then the symbol problem in a straight line path. We have done that. Go through that numericals. So, and clear your doubts if any, and complete it. So Here now we are going to wind up, that is distance as a total path length, SI unit is meter, displacement as the shortest distance, and SI unit is meter. So now we are going to wind up today's class. We